Good morning, Paula. First, I want to say it is an honor and to work in your energy and to be a conduit for Spirit to speak to you, to help you through this transition, and just to be that vehicle of Spirit, your higher self expressing to help you along your way and to guide you. Everything that is working through me, I've asked my own, interpretation to be removed and to be an open conduit for your higher self to speak. And I also, I honor and I thank you in trusting me in this process, because it is very, very profound, and to entrust somebody with your energy and guidance, it is a great honor and it's a great blessing. So, Paula, this is in regards to your relationship to Victor. Just like the power of 3 gives me the overall God view of the situation. It gives me the physical view of the situation, what you have to gain physically, what your physical vessel is going through, and then the energies and the spirits connecting the higher frequencies and the physical frequencies, your spiritual self and your physical self, the energy connecting the two and expanding upon them. So yesterday, after I spoke to you, and thank you for speaking to me directly, I think that was important. It gives me a feel for the energy. You are expressing, and through your expressing, I can tune into the energies, and it becomes a little more clear. So thank you for taking that initiative and asking to speak to me directly, because I think that is very helpful. So usually, once I get the question and I settle back, your higher self comes through and immediately, or your guides start speaking to me. I start receiving intuitive information. So I just quiet myself and I allow that information to come through. I asked last night as I slept on it to receive more information, and what does Paula's higher self and guide team want me to relay to her. So immediately what I got, Paula, and the energy coming through, I just want to say that it was very, very powerful feminine energy. It had the energy of Gaia, abundant, and I'm feeling it right now. And I don't know if you're connected to Mother Earth, but the Gaia energy is so strong around you, and I can feel it right now. And the Gaia Mother Earth energy is one with Mother Mary. It's the same heart. It's that divine, intuitive, receiving, receptive, motherly, compassion, pure love, abundance, that energy. And that energy was coming on straight on, and my heart was flooded with love. I'll say they, because I think it's a collective, intuitive, feminine energy, love you so much, and they're so proud of you and the path that you have taken. I just felt this overwhelming love. And so that is the energy, I think, speaking to me in this intuitive message. And your higher self, I think, is it's obviously connected, interwoven, and merged with this energy. And like I said, it is divine feminine. It's the epitome of divine feminine energy, which is abundant, life-giving, growth, creative, all of that. So that energy is so strong in your field. It's working for you. It is such a part of your path to connect to that energy. And I just wanted to mention when I brought forth Paula, how they see you, Paula. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. All I got the image of is this beautiful red rose in full bloom. You are going through a process right now where you're just blooming into the fullness of who you are. And the rose in itself stands for that divine feminine energy. You are one with it. And I also felt goddess energy. It's not just feminine, soft. You've got a goddess quality to who you are. And goddess energy is powerful. It's self-empowerment. It's stepping into your power. It is taking action on who you are. And that action and who you are is based in your experiences in life that have molded and melded and shaped you into who you are today. So you've got, oh my God, strong goddess and Mother Earth energy. Amazing, beautiful. because it has the soft qualities combined with that power, with that self-empowerment and strength, where it's like it's warrior energy, but in a soft, compassionate way. Mary Magdalene energy came through very strongly too. And to me, Mary Magdalene is all about self-empowerment, independence, individuality, being strong and forward and trusting in your path, and having to express whatever that individuality is within you. And usually it goes against the norm. It goes against the collective consensus. So you've got so much strength, power, compassion, love within Paula's physical vessel. You've brought in those energies into the Paula experience on earth. All right, so let me just get my glasses just in case I can't see. The shadowing, the lighting in here is a little bit, and where did they go? I've got the rose quartz here too, because I know this is a matter of the heart. So just to amplify that energy more, and to bring it forward and to make it more clear for me to interpret. Oh, there's my other glasses. I just keep it on my lap to keep it flowing, grounded, and amplified. All right, Paula, so this is what they told me right away. It said, Paula, oh my God, this is so beautiful and it's so empowering, and it just gives me so much love and gratitude to have this interaction with you. Paula, this is your higher self, Gaia energy speaking. You followed your intuition. You went into the military for this reason. You were guided to go there and you followed through. It was you trusting yourself and your intuitive intuition, your gut. If you did not, and you followed Victor's path without being self-empowered in yourself, you may have found yourself later down the road broken up and not nearly as strong in who you are. So you were intuitively following your gut. It wasn't in the mind, Paula. They were guiding you to step into this. You've done nothing wrong. They are so proud of you for following your intuition. And that's exactly what they said. We are so proud of you, Paula, for standing in your power and being strong and persistent and moving on your path to achieve independence as an individual. Your individual, connecting to your individual frequency of who you are, not influenced even by a lover. I mean, you stood strong in who you are, and you trusted in yourself, and you moved forward in that, and you were meant to do that. Independence as an individual, divine feminine energy. Mary Magdalene and like I said, Gaia were very, very present in bringing forth this message. Mary Magdalene stands for self-empowerment. She helps with those energies. And it said this whole situation they're talking about, your relationship to Victor and all that you've been through as of late in the military and your relationship with him. This is a lesson in trusting yourself, Paula. And they said that you have so much love awaiting you. You are like and this is them speaking to me, you are like a beautiful rose in full bloom, goddess energy, self-empowerment. And what they wanted me to relate to you about this situation is to forgive yourself. Your anger, you know how you spoke yesterday of your anger? How you were angry for a long time? They said your anger, release it. Release any guilt, feeling guilty about feeling angry. That was part of the process. That is an important part, to claim and feel those feelings, Paula. And you're not the cause of this. Your anger is not the cause of him going into his mode, into his time of solace or time of alone. You're not the reason for this. I mean, you're not the blame. There's no blame for you. And your anger was important. It was important in processing how you feel and your emotions and stepping into your power. So release any guilt and any unforgiveness you have towards yourself. They said that is very important. You have followed your path perfectly, Paula. And what they said is you have fulfilled your contract. You too, Victor, and I'm getting the affirmations right now, Paula, that you too have fulfilled your contract. There is no fault of either party, meaning you or Victor. The contract is fulfilled by both of you. And then this morning when I woke up, that was all information I received last night. And then this morning when I woke up, Gaia and Mother Earth came to me because I was asking again to bring forth your higher self. And they wanted me to go through a clearing process for you. They had me go into a little meditation and a clearing process to release energies and to realign your energy centers, your chakras, to realign and have you become more firm and stable in the energy of your heart. And so they had me go through this process this morning for you. And they also had me extend this process to Victor. They had me extend it. I was working specifically on your energy centers, but they wanted it to extend to Victor so that you both can cut cords, any cords of attachments, or release any expectations you had for the relationship. Things truly are and went forward as they should be. There's no blame on either party. The contract is fulfilled. You've both have gained gifts, tools, lessons to move forward on your path. And what it says, Paula, what they said is they had me go through a clearing and realigning, a chakring through the chakra and your whole energetic system in general, a meditation. And I'll say she, because I refer to it as that divine feminine energy. She had me cut cords, clear and ground you to Mother Earth. And grounding you to Mother Earth just means that you are bringing forth your spiritual energy and connecting it to the physical vessel. And it's helping to ground you in your energy of who you are, to move forward in your path, not to be caught up in all the emotions and expectations or disappointments or all of that relationship in regards to Victor. And again, like I said, they had me extend it to Victor also. So Mother Earth, in your physical vessel, in your heart center, they really wanted you to become centered and grounded. Real grounding is just mean quieting the mind and getting grounded to your heart center, Paula. She had me extend this process to Victor after we were done. And after we were done, I saw the images of both of you guys, you and Victor, and you embraced, you hugged one another, you thanked one another, and then you both walked away to continue your life's path. You had tears of releasing energies, Paula, as you walked away. I saw the tears falling. You were sad, but and you were releasing sadness, you were releasing energies of expectation, disappointment, but you were at peace. Even though you had the tears flowing, Paula, you were at peace in knowing all was well. You felt good about it. You felt a sense of completion as you headed on your path. And additional advice from your higher guidance was, the advice was release. So good, go have a good cry. Forgive yourself, forgive Victor. Take all that you have gained and move forward in compassion, love, strength, and self-empowerment. So even though this relationship has been extremely trying on your emotions, everything has actually fit into place to help bring you to a place where you are now ready to complete that, and that chapter, it's completed, and to move on and move forward in all that you have gained. It has helped cultivate you to a fuller, more solid expression and an expanded version of who you are, Paula. So, and that is okay. And they bless and they love you both. But at the moment, it's time to walk your path. I feel it is a contract that is severed. Cut the cords. They had me, your energies were all red in the root chakra. They had me run all these energies into Mother Earth to keep grounding and to bring your spiritual energies to clear all your centers. And you have big heart energy, and it was magenta, and magenta is the higher heart. It's the merging of the heart chakra with the higher heart, which brings you to a greater love and a universal connection of oneness, a universal love. So this relationship has helped propel you and help you to step into your power. All right, Paula. So that was the intuitive, and I did go through the process this morning, and it was very beautiful. And I felt at peace too. There's definitely a sense of completion. There was an acknowledgement between the two of you for fulfilling and participating in the contract and to helping each other to become who they are, to help you both to move forward in your individual paths. You are going separate ways. Okay, so the first card I picked for you, Paula, is the Hunter. This card is from the shamanic deck, the Mystical Shamanic Oracle. To me, this represents the higher frequency energies, the higher perception of your question at hand. And it's the Hunter. What does a hunter do? They got to trust their instincts, Paula. Oh my God, I'm getting all the affirmations. You, from the God perspective, the higher perspective of why you went through this and what you were to gain, is to instill your hunter, I don't want to say instincts, but to bring those forth in you. Instincts, because essentially you are a God, and it's connecting to your God self that make those instincts strong, and you can trust in them. So you had to take on the hunter role, and it shows, it's very muted, but it shows an Indian. They have like elk or deer antlers, which to me, the antlers represent antennas. They represent connection to your higher self, to following the God self, the guidance spirit, the unseen energies. So you're an Indian, and Indian also represents that connection to Mother Earth and to Gaia, which makes totally sense because you had all this Gaia energy around you. And then the wings, he has wings, he has antlers. It's an Indian. I know it's really hard to see. Where is his face? His profile is right here. He has antlers, but then he has these wings. So through your hunter instincts, through following your gut, a hunter has to follow their tuition, their instinct, their gut, as they track the animals, as they try to find their food to nourish them. Well, this is all symbolic of you nourishing your soul and your heart, Paula, and becoming strong in that. And a bear is very protective of its young. Sometimes a bear is really strong. You might feel like you're wrestling a bear. You're wrestling these ideas, these energies within you, and you follow them. You listen to them, and it's making you more free in who you are. You're a freer expression of your own individual energy. And look at all the red. That means grounding, Paula. Like I said, your connection to Mother Earth, they have me do a meditation connecting you and bringing forth all your energy so they're more grounded and solid and stable in your heart energy. And you have done that. And following your gut and your tuition grounds you in your heart. And that gives you more freedom to fly, more freedom into being who you are. And you are looking away from the bear, that struggle. Any struggles you're walking away from. And in the background, there's an illumination of beautiful light. To me, that's purity, innocence, completion. And the number itself, Paula, is 27. And that too equals, working cooperatively. So, and the 7 is mystical energies, godlike energies, divinity. So to me, you have worked cooperatively in your relationship, but that relationship has brought you to a cooperation of working with yourself, your divinity within you, stepping into your power, following your gut, trusting in yourself. That is what this relationship has done for you. And 27, 2 plus 7 equals a 9. So to me, it's also saying there's a completion. Look you're facing this way. The bear is facing that way. You have completed you have fulfilled your contract. And now this is going to bring you to new beginnings. Like the intuitive message said, there's great, great love awaits you, Paula. Greater than you could even know. And you know why? Because you have cultivated the love, the trust, the tuition within yourself to strengthen yourself, to connect to your heart energy, to connect to who you are. And you've grounded that by taking action, going in the military, going against perhaps what Victor wanted. All of that. You stayed strong in yourself. This is a card of celebration, Paula. And the hunter, he has got it. You have received the food and fulfilled. You have completed your hunt. You are full in your soul. You have fed your soul through your hunt. You have gotten the prey or the meat or whatever you hunted for. It was really hunting for your own soul and connecting to that. And it was a struggle. I mean, no doubt it was a struggle. And then you've got kind of like the moon under here. And that is connecting to those unseen forces, bringing to light that which was in the dark. So things about yourself, your relationship with Victor has brought things into the light that were in the dark about yourself that you needed to acknowledge, that you needed to embrace, that you need to release, all of that. So this relationship is one of divinity. It was a divine contract. And it's all a blessing. And it is painful when you had expectations, but expectations are based in the human mind. And you know how easier said than done, I know, not to have attachments in life. Well, this relationship here is helping you to release those attachments and stand strong in who you are. And you've taken your path. You didn't follow someone else's path. And this to me looks like the moon to me, and it just means that things have been brought to you that you wouldn't have ever learned about yourself or known about yourself, Paula, unless you had this relationship. A great, great gift, a great celebration. You know, like after a hunt, well, I don't know if you, they have a celebration, they cook, they roast the food, they have a pit, a burn pit, and they're roasting their catch, their deer or whatever it is they caught, and then they all get together and they feed. That is the symbolic representation of what this relationship was for you. And I'm feeling a sense that Victor might have fed a little bit from you. He might have been trying to feed off from you a little bit, meaning energetically. So you've become stable in yourself, and you've become the hunter instead of the hunted. I'm feeling that little bit of a dynamic in that relationship, that Victor sort of may have fed off from you in some way energetically for himself. But now, it's time. It's time, and that's not a bad thing, because it helped make you who you are, and it strengthened who you are, Paula. And I'll read the actual page real quick for you. Oops, hold on here. To get just a little more in depth, or to hit on anything that I did not hit upon. So I'll put that there for you. And the essence of this card, Paula, says, before the dawn of agriculture, we hunted in the forest to feed our kin. The hunter never takes more than what the village needs to survive. Often taking only one creature, the good kill. He is a master tracker who knows which path to follow and success. So you have followed your path. You have listened to your tuition. You have followed your guidance, your internal guidance, Paula. And what it says is, rely on your own skills to traverse the thick forest. You are in to reach your destination. You need to follow the tracks left by spirit, which you have done. You have followed spirit's guidance to claim your bounty. Your bounty is just simply stepping into the energy, the goddess that you are, Paula. And it has already been prepared and being offered to you. Do not follow maps drawn by others, meaning Victor. Don't follow his maps. You followed your own. This has been a very, very beautiful, successful relationship as far as the God perception goes. They will not lead you true. Instead, become the map maker. Find your own internal compass and use all your senses, including your common sense. The medicine says don't settle for roadkill. It could be poison. So it's telling me if you continued this relationship, you didn't follow your gut, you didn't follow the path of your own empowerment, you would have been settling, Paula. You needed to take your path, and it's time for you to continue on your path separately, because it could be poison. Be careful that you do not become the prey of your own desires and fantasies too. Remember not to want more than you need. So you are not guided by unbridled ambition. It is okay to come back home empty-handed. And the empty-handed part means, how I relate to that is, you might feel empty, that you've lost the relationship. But I think your relationship was also based on an expectation, like once he wanted that space, it's almost like makes somebody sometimes want it more, or think, oh my God, subconsciously, that maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Maybe I'm supposed to be with him. Maybe I need to take that. But what it's saying is, don't settle for less. If you continued and tried to force this relationship, it's almost like, I know it's not very nice the way they said it, but roadkill. You've got great things on your path, Paula, and not to be attached to the ideas and expectations of the relationship, because I'm feeling that's more of what it's about. I'm not saying you don't love him. How can you not love someone? You were engaged, you were pregnant, you've experienced so much, but it's not the ultimate destination for you, is what it's saying. It is a gift. It was a blessing for both parts, but now you are the hunter. You're taking your own path, and don't fall prey to your own fantasies, is what it's saying. Keep on your path. Stay strong. Stay grounded. They also wanted me to tell you to, when you start getting in the mind and you start getting in the head, take that cross breath that I teach, grounding your spiritual energies, which means just connecting to your God self and to your physical vessel, and bringing it in here, holding it. So go. Hold it. Helps to release and move energies that don't serve you. And then when you exhale, you are breathing out your essence, your true self, uncontaminated. Not that it's contaminated, because all serves us, but you know what I mean. The second card, this is the physical perception of what you've gone through. And I love this image. Look at this. This is the physical part of you, Paula. This is the experience you are having, not just the God self, the higher perspective that sometimes you might not be able to see or feel. And it's so beautiful that you are having me do this reading, because it gives you that God self perspective that you might not be aware of when you're so caught up in the human part of the experience. And the human part is just saying, Paula, this experience is bringing you to such clarity in the mind and expansion. It's gold. Gold is the color of those God frequencies, the sun within you. I always say that this is the cross breath. This is who you essentially are, Paula. You're an angel of light. This is who you are. This is what our spiritual beings are, but we've come to experience it through the physical eyes, the physical means. And sometimes it's easy to lose sight of who we really are. And this is who you are. And this experience from the physical point of view is bringing you to that. Look at the brightness, the sun, the light. It is bringing you, this relationship has brought you to a truer, stronger connection of your heart, of who you really are, your God self. And that is the most that any experience can give you. That is beautiful, because then that raises your frequency and vibration, and then you manifest and produce the life reflecting this connection. It is beautiful. You might have felt in the dark, see the darkness behind you, but when you go in and you connect to your God energies, your God self, your guidance, you bring light to the dark. You penetrate it and you burst. And this look, he's looking down. He's not looking like out for his answers. This head is looking kind of down, and to me it's like almost looking within here. Remaining grounded, closing his eyes to what's going on around him, and staying stable in who he is and his path. And what's the number on this? 20, what's this say? It says 29. And 29 is also, the number of, it could be imbalance, but bringing opposing forces together. And I think that you're bringing the yin and yang and opposing forces together, that yearning to want the relationship, but that yearning, knowing deep down, I think you need to move forward on your path. It's the physical part is going through that right now, processing that, but that happens from looking within and connecting to the God self. So it's a 29. The 9 is representative again. This was a 9, a total of this was a 9, completion, fulfillment. This number 9, this equals a 9 too. I mean, the 9 at the end of the 29 equals completion, fulfillment. The endings and what's next is a beginning, a new chapter, Paula. And the 9 plus 2, 9, 10, 11 is at 11. That's a master number. You're coming into self-mastery, Paula. You are stepping into pure potentiality. The 11 is a 1 plus a 1, which is a 2 too. So it's showing me that you are coming together with yourself. You're bringing all the opposing forces together with yourself to make you this light that shines, unstoppable, self-empowered, clear in your thinking, clear in your energy, and clear on your path, and clear in who you are. So beautiful reading, Paula. All right, so I'm going to read the definition real quick for you. And what it is, Paula, makes total sense. It's to do with the crown chakra. Higher awareness, connecting to those higher energies of who you are, your God self. And it's entitled Spiritual Awakening. Wow, it's beautiful. You have pulled this card into your reality today as a powerful time of spiritual awakening. The whole planet and everything on it is waking up slowly from a big sleep. All I can think of is this deep slumber. The ancients called it the time of awakening. Our hearts are opening and expanding. Remember I said that your higher heart was all magenta and opening and expanding and connecting to the universe and your life around you. Our hearts are opening and expanding to experience a deeper sense of love and wisdom. This is an important rite of passage for you, Paula. This is what this relationship has brought you up to. This rite of passage, a sense of love, and wisdom. It is a time, an important rite of passage for you. You're waking to a deeper sense of your spiritual being. Your spiritual being is the essence of who you really are, and all we are as humans is expressing our spiritual aspects. Your awareness is expanding, just like this picture. It's so expansive. Let me give you this. Expanding. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable and challenging, especially a relationship. I know what you're experiencing. I've been through this. I've been so attached and connected. And in my mind, there was a relationship that I had that I thought I believed in it so strong. And if it didn't happen, I said, there's no God. Well, guess what? The relationship was, again, it was a divine connection too, to help me to be who I am. And guess what? There is a God, even though that relationship didn't go through. You know what I mean? There is a God. And it was the most difficult experience. But it's brought me to this also, Paula. It's brought me to this awakening, this greater spiritual expansion of who I am and my connection to all. And that's what this relationship is doing for you. You're being asked to let go of anything that is stopping you from experiencing this deep connection. You have to let go of this relationship because it would be inhibiting you at this point, Paula. It's time to let go and move on, as painful as it is. Sometimes, and what makes it painful and makes it feel like more suffering and drive you crazy is because you're holding these expectations. You're holding ideals and beliefs within you to be true that are not true. And it's up to you to figure out what those beliefs are that you need to let go of. Let go of anything that's stopping you at present to connect to your spiritual self. It's time to discard, oh my God, what's it say next? It's time to discard old beliefs and bring in new ones that support your growth. Make sure to nurture this process by meditating, attending a weekly spiritual group, reading books, and they assist you in this powerful process. And I think you did the exact right thing. You came to me for this overview, this higher perspective of guidance, Paula, and you have done what it's asking you. You have connected to a source that can help expand your awareness and perception of the situation. How beautiful. And help you to connect to you. Thank you. To your higher self. Your vibration and energy is moving to a more refined state of being, and you are currently receiving divine messages and healing as you deepen your spiritual awareness. This can mark a time of great change. And what are you doing? You are going through a great change, Paula. Where you knew to be true, where what you knew to be true is restructured. So it's saying things that you thought were truth, beliefs that maybe you had, thoughts, expectations, they're being torn down for that you can connect and reconstruct and build a life and build from a more expanded spiritual awareness. You're building your foundation now, Paula, from a deeper understanding and a higher frequency and vibration. All good things take time, Paula, so be patient. And I know I'm not good with that either. This is awakening and trust process. This card also indicates the question you are asking or requiring clarity has a big connection to your spiritual growth. The answers lie within at this time of new spiritual awakening. And your affirmation, Paula, says, I embody my ancient wisdom and I'm open to divine spirit within. So just think this as I speak it to yourself. As I speak it, think it to yourself. And receive it. I embody my ancient wisdom and I am open to the divine spirit within. And you are open. You wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be having this reading if you were not open. If you were not open to the higher guidance, you would not be here. You know deep down within what I am saying, what I am sharing. It's all within you. I'm just reflecting that back, which you already know, Paula. That's why you've asked me to do this for you and be a conduit. I'm just reflecting the energy that you are and hold within. All the answers are within you, Paula. And it's a time for you to connect to them and to work through them and process them and claim those new energies by letting go of old beliefs, old paradigms, thinking things have to be a certain way. Well, you've stepped out of that. You didn't follow Victor's yearnings for you to step into the winery business. You did follow your heart, and that's so beautiful. You followed your gut. And both of these cards, Paula, were to do with trusting. Your overall theme and what you've gained out of this relationship is self-empowerment by trusting yourself. And there's no more beautiful gift. And I'm getting all the spiritual affirmations of that. They're agreeing. They're saying, yes, Paula, you have done good. You've done good. And the last card is my heart card. And this represents the connecting energy, the bringing together of both the physical, bringing together this card and expanding upon it. And you get this beautiful heart. But you know what? Look, this heart it's surrounded by snow. Oh my God. And this one here too, it has the face up here. See the eye, the little eyebrow, Paula, the two nostrils, another eye, and the smile, and it's all in this soft little film of white snow. Snow is crystallized water. Water is high frequency energy. Snow is high frequency energy. And it's almost as if it's almost like the Gaia, that higher self aspect of you, is overlooking you, and you have listened, Paula. You have listened to the guidance within you. They're overlooking you. You have listened. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. And your heart is surrounded by those frequencies and energy. And yeah, look you have had a trench in your heart. You had a groove. You were cut into your heart and it was painful. But you know what? That too has been filled in with this beautiful love and light. The hole in your heart that you feel from the human perspective is being filled from spirit. Right here. This is, like you can say, this is the spirit, and you're the heart. This image of this higher self, this is almost like it's his heart. Your heart is one and the same of Paula and God. Your heart is one with God now, Paula. And it always was, but you're coming to this awareness. You're gaining this connection. And this is what it's telling you. And the pain that you've received, it's being filled with love and white light and those pure frequency energies. It's beautiful. You are connected to your higher self and you have listened. And there's no separation. There's no separation. When you take steps and trust and following that, it dissipates any separation you have from yourself. You are one. You are one with you. And the back of the card reads, Paula, magnificent. It says, all suffering is caused from forgetting who you are. You have created this co-contract with Victor. You are creating this life. You are at the creator's seat. You are all powerful. You are, you have this connection to the higher self. You're forgetting who you are. You're not a victim, Paula. You are God. You are a ray of God. You are one with God and you share the same heart. And your connection to your God is filling that wound with love and higher awareness and spiritual awareness. So it says, you are the light of God. Just like I said, this is you. You are the light of God. You're an angel of light. You are the light of creation. No mistakes can undo your magnificence, Paula. You have made no mistakes. You've done everything right. But it can only enhance it. So anything that you've gone through, anything that you hold yourself accountable for, that you feel you didn't do good enough, Paula, it's made you who you are. It's helped made you that magnificent piece of gold. The gold, the connection to you, that connection. And stepping into that energy, nothing. You've done nothing wrong, Paula. It has helped to make you more magnificent. It says, no mistakes can undo your magnificent, but only enhance it. All serves in the expression and evolution of love. Everything that you've gone through in this relationship has just evolved you to a greater love and a greater connection, Paula. A more expanded view, not limited. If you stayed with Victor and you continue on that path and you didn't follow your gut and you didn't go forward with everything you did, it would be more it would be more a limited expression of who you are. You followed and you listened to your God self, and it's beautiful, and you are a rose in full bloom. And it says, you as a human are the blessed vehicle in which love expresses itself. So you came into this world, Paula, to experience a path, a certain journey, and that little voice is always speaking to us within us. Even though our human self might be veiled, it might feel foggy, it doesn't have all the answers, it's telling me that you have always tuned into that inner voice and you have followed it. So you never lose that connection, and it keeps you on your journey. It keeps you fulfilling your destiny and purpose that you as God have come to express as Paula. Job well done, Paula. I mean, you're amazing. And this is just affirming that. Magnificent. You have done no wrong. Everything that has happened up to now has helped to make you even more beautiful. because it looks like you have it looks like the scars, or you might be beating yourself up a little bit. All those things that you think you've done wrong are only there to enhance your beauty and make you stronger and more magnificent. It gives you depth. It roots you into your life. We can't always live on this light little light plane. We came to experience life, and that means feeling pain, feeling suffering, feeling things that aren't comfortable. But it's through that discomfort that we continue on our journey and our path, and our consciousness expands, and we become more illuminated in who we really are. And we bring this light to our past, to our challenges, to transmute, transcend them into the light. The pain, the very pain that we feel, is actually the gift that helps aid us in cultivating and helping us to illuminate our path and our purpose. The pain that you feel is the pain you've come to heal. What you feel is what you've come to heal. And the only way to do that is to connect to the God source energy, because that is nothing but love and light. And that love and light transmutes any negativity, any suffering into love. And love feels good. It's peaceful. Doesn't mean as a human we're not going to experience yucky emotions, but it's all part of the process. Because sometimes I'll think, well, if I'm experiencing bad things, what am I doing wrong? What have I done wrong? Because I know the outside world is a reflection of what I feel and what I've done and who I am. And then when I reflect back what I perceive as negative situations, I'll say to myself, what have I done wrong? I should have done this different, because I'm not projecting that perfect heaven on earth yet. Well, I am doing everything right. That's why I projected those relationships, because they help to expand who I am, and they help to bring me to a fuller expression of who I am. They've given me depth. You can't have strength, knowledge, wisdom, self-empowerment without having to go through the process to gain that. And that's what this relationship has helped do for you, Paula. It's helped you to gain that. And you've always had it. It's just helped you to connect to that and to anchor that into your experience. So I hope that you find this helpful, and I think it's all very beautiful. And they're so proud. Again, I feel all the tingles, and they're sending you love, and they're proud of you. And don't hold yourself accountable for anything negative. Things all happened as they should. You both are exactly where you should be. You embraced and love. You said thank you, and now you're taking what you have gained and who you are into your past to continue your mission on earth. And it's all based in love and light. It's all based in the expression of God, of who you are, Paula. And to follow that. Follow this main thing was for you to follow and trust in yourself. And that's exactly what you've done, and that's exactly what has brought you up to now. You might just need to shift your perception of the situation, which that is what this reading has brought forth and is helping you to do, to change that perception and to find that higher perception. So thank you so much. I feel so honored to have been able to work in your energy. It's beautiful, it's glorious, it's goddess energy, it's Mother Earth, it's Gaia. It's beautiful, it's empowering, but it's soft and flowering. That's all I feel about you, Paula. You're empowering, but you're soft and flowering. So very beautiful. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to message me. And you don't have to message me through Temple of the Sun. You can also message me through Ria Barna, my personal page too. All right. I thank you again. I love you. And oh my God, you should just be so proud and thank yourself, Paula. Look in the mirror and say, thank you, Paula. Thank you. And remember, this is you. You're an angel of light. There's the head. There's the spiritual energies. You've grounded it into your physical vessel. And now you're going forth and sharing and spreading in your love and light. Love you, Paula.